everyone, this is Mary from SVG Cuts, and I'm here today with some brand new Valentine's projects. And box cards are so much fun, so of course with Valentine's Day coming up, I thought that would be a nice combination because I've never made Valentine box cards before. So I hope you like them, and as usual we've got 5 different ones. And the cool thing about these is I think most of these could also be adapted to wedding cards or birthday cards, you know, like this little makeup bag one. Kind of looks like a purse or a makeup bag. It's got some cute little girly stuff in it. So you could totally turn this into a birthday card if you wanted to. Also, you know, like wedding or anniversary cards with all the hearts. If you did this all in like white and ivory, it would be really pretty, or with like the wedding colors for a shower or an anniversary or something. And of course, you know, a cute little mailbox, definitely adorable for Valentine's Day. But again, you could totally adapt it to other stuff too. So we also have a really cute little You Ignite My Heart one with a matchbox on the front. And the cool thing about this is you get a folder full of extras like usual with your download, and it makes it easy to use separate elements on separate projects. So for example, if you wanted to use this cute little matchbook on something else, like a little gift box or gift bag or a different card or something, you could totally do that. And the same thing goes for all the other different elements, like the individual conversation hearts. If you wanted to, you know, use it on something different, it makes it nice and easy. Just look in your extras folder in your download. So of course we have our cute conversation hearts. And if you're new to box cards, the cool thing about them is that they fold flat to go inside their envelope. They each have an envelope that fits them perfectly, and they also fold out, you know, like this to look nice and dimensional. So whoever you give them to is going to be like, wow, that's the most dimensional, cool card I've probably ever seen. And you can take all the credit for all your crafty creativity, which is always really fun. So I've got my paper here that I used this time. And like I always say, no matter what kind of paper you have in mind, it's going to look really cool. Valentine's paper or whatever kind of paper. This particular paper is by Pebbles, and I got it from acherryontop.com, and it's called We Go Together. And it's nice and colorful and cute and pretty and very festive for Valentine's Day. So that was a lot of fun to work with, but whatever you have in mind is going to look awesome. So I've got my pieces cut out to show you how all 5 cards go together, so let's get started. So first let's start out with the Conversation Hearts box card. And as you can see in your PDF that's included in your download, I printed mine out. You can print it out or you can look at it on your computer, whatever. But for each card, there's a little box at the top that shows the different inserts and how they are decorated. So we've got the inside front, the insert 1 and insert 2, and I went ahead and glued those together just like you see in the PDF. So here's insert 1 with this glued onto it, and then insert 2 with these 2 hearts glued onto it. Then we've also got the card base, which I went ahead and glued pieces onto. So we've got this back piece. If you want to stamp or write something on it, you can. And then these 3 panels on the sides and these panels underneath, and these cute things on the front here. So on the back panel, we've also got 3 hearts glued onto the back. And then the next thing we want to do is go ahead and put some glue on this side tab here. Mine is stuck. I always have a pin handy for when my glue gets clogged up, which seems to happen a little too often. All right, come on, glue, there we go, oops. That happens to me from time to time. It gets stuck and then it all comes out too much, but that's okay. Okay, so we are gluing this side tab into place to form the box shape. And as you can see, it folds both ways, nice and flat. Now I want to take this decorated insert 1 piece, and I want to put some glue on this bottom area here, and I'm just going to glue that right inside the front. Nice and easy. Then we can take insert 1 and fold these in. And as you can see, I darkened in the number 1 with a Sharpie just for this video so that you could see it, but your machine will have cut a 1 into the piece, which you can see if you look closely. So as you can see, I'm going to slide this in so that the top of the straight area there is flush with the top of the box card. And then the front of those tabs on the inside, they're also flush with the front of the box card. So before it completely dries, I want to fold it both ways to make sure it's going to fold flat, and it will. And then for insert number 2, the tabs are folded away from you. And we're going to put it in the same exact way that we put that first one in, with the top of the tabs flush with the top of the box, and the back side of the tabs are flush with the back side of the box. And as usual, before it dries completely, I want to fold it both ways, make sure it's going to fold flat, and there's our super cute box card. Next, for the Hearts for Days box card, again, in your PDF, we've got this box at the top here that shows the 3 inserts and the back panel decoration. So I went ahead and put together my 3 inserts, and I used a Sharpie here just for this video to darken that in. You can do the same thing if you want, but it's not necessary, as long as you can just look closely and see that number, and just decorate them the same way that I did. Or if you want to change it up and put the hearts in different places, you totally can. So here is the body of the box card, and as you can see, I glued this back panel here for writing or stamping on, and these 3 panels, and then on the underside of the flaps there's those decorations, and then on the front there's some different decorations. So I've also got my 4 hearts here on the back, but again, you can change those up and glue them on there differently if you want. That's totally up to you. If you have some kind of idea, go for it. So as you can see, I put glue on the side tab there, and I'm gluing it in place. And before it dries completely, it's a good idea to fold it flat both ways and make sure it's going to fold flat. And now, insert number 1, I want these tabs folded towards me with some glue on them. And I want the top of the tabs flush with the top of the box, and the front of the tabs flush with the front of the box. You're going to get sick of hearing me say that over and over, because that's how all of the box cards that I make go together. So next we've got insert number 2. These tabs could go either way, but since we've got number 1 in place, I'm going to fold them towards me. And as always, they are flush with the top of the box, and the front of those tabs is flush with the piece in front of it. And again, let's fold it flat while it's still drying. Make sure it'll work. And then for insert number 3, I've got the tabs folded away from me with some glue on them. And I'm going to pop those in there just the same way. I want them to be, everything to be going at right angles as far as the tabs go. So they're flush with the top of the box and the back of the box. And a quick check, and we're all set. Next, for the Mailbox Box Card, again, we've got the little box at the top that shows you the 3 inserts and the back panel decoration. So I went ahead and decorated mine the same way that you see in your PDF. But again, if you want to change it up, you totally can. Each of these square envelopes is exactly the same size. So if you want to change up which inserts you put them on, you can. As well as these rectangular shaped envelopes, all 3 of them are the same size too. So you can change those up without causing a problem. So I've got the main body of the box card here, and I went ahead and glued my panels on, and this white heart panels and this little drawer type of thing, as well as the XOXO. And then on the inside, it's kind of hard to see, but there's two pieces. These hearts are just kind of duplicated on there and glued again on the inside, just so they're nice and strong. It's 2 layers thick, so it's not flimsy. So the next thing we want to do is put some glue on the side tab there and close it up. Nice and easy. Cool thing about the box cards is they look so impressive when you're done with them, but they're actually really easy to put together. So the first thing I want to do is take insert number 1 and fold those tabs towards me and put some glue on them. And I want the top of the tab to be flush with this little straight line here, and the front of the tab is flush with the front of the box. Make sure it's gonna fold flat. And then this insert looks a little bit different because of the shape of the box card, and I'm gonna fold these tabs towards me and put some glue on them. And I want this top area here to be flush with the top of, you know, more or less, basically just going all the way up to the top. And then on the inside, I want the front of that long tab to be flush with the piece in front of it, more or less. Close enough is good, as long as it folds flat. You're good to go. So there we go. And then piece number 3, the tabs are folded away from me, and once I've got some glue on them, I can carefully slide that inside and pop that into place. So as usual, the back of the tabs is flush with the back of the box, and it's more or less flush there, those 2 straight lines. Folds flat, and we're all set. So next for our makeup bag box card, we've again got the inserts shown here in the back panel decoration. So I went ahead and glued together my inside front, these cute little things on this white piece, and then the middle insert has most of the stuff on it. And as you can see in the PDF, your sunglasses are really shaped like real flat sunglasses, and I glued the pink lenses behind them, and then I folded the arms of the sunglasses over behind and glued those into place. So if you want, actually what I did on my original one here, the shades are kind of, the lenses are shiny because I took my 2 pink pieces, before I glued them down, I used them as a template to manually cut some plastic, and I glued that in between to make them shiny. So we've also got the back panel decoration, which is going to go here. Our little compact is going to go here, but I did not put this together yet because I wanted to show you how it goes together just in case. So what you want to do is, in this case mine are obviously red, pink, and white. The one with the most holes on it gets glued in on top of the piece with the 2 holes in it, so all the right colors are showing through in all the right places. And then we want to glue the solid rectangle into place, and then this is going to get glued behind this. So as you can see, I went ahead and folded it into the shape of a little makeup compact, and I just want to carefully put a really thin line of glue, or maybe some dots of glue. I don't want to go too crazy with the glue because it'll come, it'll show through the front if there's too much. So I'm going to glue that behind there. There we go. And then for your mirror piece, if you've got some kind of shiny paper you can cut with your machine, that's cool. But like it says in your PDF, if your mirrored paper is too thick to be cut by your cutting machine, you can cut it manually. It's just a 1 inch by 1.5 inch rectangle. So that's what I did. This mirrored paper that I used is actually, I got it on Amazon. It's Tim Holtz mirrored paper, and it really is very much like a mirror, but it's way, way, way too thick to be cut by a cutting machine, and it's adhesive backed, so I can just stick that right into place. And then there's a protective film on it. If you take it off, it's even more like a mirror, but you get the idea. So what we want to do with this guy is glue it, put some glue on these 2 tabs on the back here, and glue that right onto the inside back of your card. So as you're kind of waiting for your glue to dry, you want to fold it down flat both ways to make sure that it's going to fold flat, and it will. So the next thing we can do is take a look at, I went ahead and glued this back panel on for writing or stamping, and on these flaps we've got some cute little decorations, as well as underneath we've got 2 little pockets. They look like little pockets. So this cute little box card could totally pass for a purse too, I think. For a girly birthday card would be super cute. So I formed the box shape here, and now I'm going to take my inside front insert and glue that right into place. And then this insert, the tabs can go either towards you or away from you. It doesn't really matter. We just want this to go right in the center of the box card. And the front of the back of the tabs is flush with the back of the box, and the top of the tab is flush with the top of the box. And as always, before it dries, we want to fold that flat. And again, this little compact folds flat too, so you can fold the whole thing flat and put it in an envelope. Finally, for the You Ignite My Heart box card, we've got, again, the layout for the inserts here, which is pretty straightforward, just this first one and the second one. And I went ahead and glued the flames and the words on there. And then we've got the matches, and as you can see in the PDF, the matches are these 2 pieces, and I glued the little match heads onto all of those, and then I glued the narrower one just at the bottom here. I glued them together, and then again just at the bottom I glued them to this matchbook piece. And as a cute touch, I think it's cool if you just carefully put a staple right in the bottom there and then fold it away behind. Then for the body of the box card, I went ahead and glued my little hearts and panels on these flaps, as well as these panels on the back. You can write or stamp on that white part if you want. And then on the inside, we've got 3 hearts and the word You, which is actually, there's a separate pink piece here just to reinforce it, which has the letters and the hearts glued onto it, and then it's glued onto this body of the box card. So the next thing we can do is put some glue on this tab and close it up. And make sure that it's going to fold flat. And then we can go ahead and put our cute little matchbook on the front, which I did by putting glue all over the back of it, and then just a line of glue along the bottom. And then just carefully center that right on the front. And then fold these tabs towards you on insert number 1 with some glue on them. And as usual, the tabs are flush with the top and the front of the box, nice right angles. And as usual, before it dries, we want to fold it flat. So because of the shape of this matchbox, if you were going to put it in its envelope and mail it to someone, I would put it in a, protected envelope, like a padded envelope or something. Or if you wanted to make it really fold flat, you could, when you glue the matchbook on, you could just, how I glue the entire thing together, but you could skip this strip down here so that it's loose, and then it would fold flat if that's going to be an issue. So for this final insert here, again, as usual, we want the back of those tabs flush with the back of the box and flush with the top of the box. It folds flat, and we're all set. So there you have it, 5 really fun, cool box cards for Valentine's Day or weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, what have you. I hope you enjoy making them, hope you like them, and if you do make one, you'll have to share a picture on our Facebook wall or through Instagram or on your blog or pin it on Pinterest. So many different ways to share, and we always love seeing your projects. So thanks for watching, catch you next time, and happy crafting!